Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another TBR video. Today we're gonna do my May TBR. It's not June, it's May. It's a little late, I know, but we got really busy at the end of the month and I did not get my video schedules together properly, and so I apologize that you only got 2 videos last month. I do have plans to do better this month. But as we're coming up towards the wedding, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but I'm hoping that we'll figure it out. It's fine. Everything's fine. Finally, seasonal depression is starting to go away. It's not gone yet, but it's starting to go away. So that's always helpful. Now, last month, for April, I drew 10 cards because I read terribly in the month of March. I read 8 out of those 10 prompts, so I'm actually going to be drawing 8 cards today, which isn't too bad, and I'm really okay with that. The only ones I didn't get to YA and I didn't get to historical. I didn't finish a YA book this month. I did start the YA and I started the historical fiction actually as well, but I didn't get halfway through either one, so I really can't count that. I also counted adult for a different book, but I will eventually get to Green Angel Tower. I honestly just knew I wasn't in the mental space for that book right now. So eventually I'll get back to it. I know I will. I would like to. But we're gonna start with shuffling my deck of cards here. So, yes. So all of the books that I pulled last month, all of the prompts, none of them are still are going to be on the board, so I can't draw the same prompts as last month. I have plenty of prompts, so I'm not worried about that. I have plenty of prompts, so none of the ones from last month are going to be used, just because we don't need any more repeats. We just don't. All right, let's start. So 8 draws, start with draw number 1. All right, we have a 9 of spades. So spades, the 9 of spades. Spades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we got friend pick. So this can be any friend. Hey, John. Can I borrow you? But I admit it's like 10:30 at night right now. So John's gonna be my friend because he's awake. Do you want to be my friend? Do you want to be my friend, please? I need a friend pick. He's standing behind the camera. He's gonna find something. You're the only friend that I know is awake right now.
You're reading Odd Thomas.
Odd Thomas. Okay, that's a book I didn't expect you to pick. All right, hold on, let me see. I gotta look this one up. Why am I reading Odd Thomas?
Because I saw a movie of it years ago and I really liked it and I was intrigued by the books. I just haven't picked them up.
All right. I don't know anything about it, honestly. I know it's something about some guy who sees monsters.
You can see supernatural.
Okay.
You can see ghosts.
Okay. So I'm gonna read Odd Thomas. I've got to put a picture here because I do not own this book. So I'll see if I can find it from the library, probably. Okay. Cool. Didn't expect that one, so thank you.
Which one do you expect?
Honestly, I expected Dance of Cloaks.
It was one that I thought of.
Dance of Cloaks or Hunger of the Gods or Name of the Wind again. Because I need to reread it.
That one needs to be of your own volition because I can't keep putting that one on you or else you're going to resent me for it.
Fair. That's fair. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. All right, so Draw number one. Book number one is not a book I expected to have, and it's not one or to pick, and it's not one that I have. So there we go. Draw number two. Ooh, three of diamonds. All right. 1, 2, 3 is this one, which is illustrated cover. All right, so like I said, it's an illustrated cover. So by illustrated, most covers are illustrated. I kind of meant like the cartoony kind of covers that they have for like some of these kinds of things, like these like ones that look more drawn. For this one, for illustrated cover, I suppose that wasn't really as specific as I could have made it. I'm going to do Hannah Tate Beyond Repair by Laura Piper Lee. I don't remember what this one is exactly about. So this follows Hannah Tate, who finds a ring in her boyfriend's closet only to find that he is actually dumping her, not proposing to her. He's the father of her baby, and she decides to remodel her parents' old cabin, and she ends up hiring this guy to help her. And his name is River. There you go. I got this one at Romance Con last year. Talked to the author. She was so sweet. So yes, this is going to be book number 2. And my camera's going to die, so that was great. I'm sorry if the camera angle moved. I had to replace my battery, and I'm shedding so bad. No, my hair's falling out. Alright, pile of cards. Draw number 3. Alright, we got the 8 of clubs. You know, I'd really one day love to be able to do this video without having to replace my battery. Great. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm gonna show you. Come on. Show the people. Mythology. Goodness gracious. Show the people what they want. Prompt number 3 is mythology. Does not want to focus. This is a book that I have started before, and it is one that I was really enjoying, and I really just need to buckle down and finish it. And that's going to be Foul Days by Genoveva Dimova. This is based in some Slavic folklore mythologies. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to say it counts because it's my game, my rules, and I really, really want to read this book. So this is the very, very pretty Owl Crate edition. One of the few books I have like purchased from Owl Crate because it's such a pretty edition. And I just want to have it on display at all times. It's so pretty. So this one is going to be book number 3. Draw number 4. Alright, we have the 4 of clubs. Alright, we're moving on to a different suit. Clubs. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have audiobook. So audiobook, which is excellent because I'm getting a lot of my holds in from the library for audiobooks, so we're gonna go with that one. Okay, so I'm going to listen to 3 Hours in Paris, One American Riflewoman, One Impossible Spy Mission, One Shot at Changing the Course of History. So this is fiction, but I believe... So this is fiction, but I believe this is historical fiction. It's called 3 Hours in Paris by Cara Black. This is the first book in a series, actually, it looks like. It is a World War II historical fiction, so in June of 1940, when Paris fell to the Nazis, Hitler spent a total of 3 hours in the City of Light, abruptly leaving, never to return. To this day, no one knows why. So my assumption is that this story explores possibly why, like a historical fiction version of why. I've been really getting into historical books lately, honestly. I shouldn't say that. I'm currently listening to Churchill's Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and I'm actually really enjoying this book. But that's about where we're at. So apparently I'm in a World War II wanting to listen to things about that right now. I don't know where that came from, but my historical side wants to listen to this. So I'm going to listen to this one. That's my audiobook then for this month. That's actually really exciting because it just came in today. So perfect timing. All right. John number 5 is the 2 of clubs. All right. Clubs. 1, 2. What's it say? Ooh, horror. All right, we got horror. Sorry, I ran out of space on my card then. It's just not a good day apparently for this. Anyways, I'm going to read Runtime by Catherine Ryan Howard for a horror book. This is going to be the second Catherine Ryan Howard book I have read. I will have read. I believe I put this one down on my R Fantasy. I don't know if I should have. Like, thinking about it now, that probably wasn't the best idea. But I'm going to read it, see if it actually even qualifies for the bingo slot that I put it on. Otherwise, I'm going to find something else, and it'll be fine. This is a paranormal horror, I believe it is, because technically it's about some people who are trying to make a movie Blair Witch style, like the Blair Witch Project style, that kind of movie. Found footage is what they're trying to make it into, I believe, when things actually start to go wrong. I don't really know anything about it. I'm going to go in not knowing anything about it. But usually my Hoopla has Catherine Ryan Howard on it, so I might actually listen to the audiobook of this one as well. I'm getting back into audiobooks. It's been a little while since I've really listened to them continuously, and I've been in the mood to, so I'm going to ride this train until I fall off it again. All right, next one that we have, draw number 6. It's gonna be the 5 of Hearts. All right. I just gotta look at what it was. Hearts over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I knocked 6 off. Hey, John. He's watching a show. I keep interrupting him. It says John Pick. I promise I didn't plan that. Thank you! So this is more what I also thought that he was going to give me the first time, and that is Dance of Blades by David Dalglish. This is the second book in the Shadow Dance series by him. I believe this is like a 6 or 8 book series. John has read them all, and he really, really enjoyed the series. So this book takes place 5 years, I believe 5 years after Dance of Cloaks, the first book in this series. So in the first book, we follow Aaron, who is the son of one of the most powerful clan leaders in this city, as he struggles to figure out whether or not he's going to ally with his father, or he's going to ally with this new person that he has met. He is like 13 at the time. There's a lot going on, and he's being basically groomed in order to become the best assassin there is. So it's all about him trying to make choices, and this book takes place 5 years later after the dramatic conclusion of Dance of Cloaks. So I have read Dance of Cloaks. I read that one, I think I said like 6 years before. So I have never read this one. We are slowly working to collect the entire series. They're actually really nice. They look really nice next to each other. They're just kind of like cool looking books. So I really like them. And John really likes the series. Definitely one that he'll pick up again. So yeah, I did expect this, and I'm honestly pretty excited to continue the series. I'm very excited. My 2 for punishment. Draw number 7. Ooh, face card. What we got? We got the King of Clubs. Oh, we got Law and Smoker. A Smoker. Smoker and Law. Law's been getting annoying, but that's okay. He's a fictional character. So, Clubs, all the way at the bottom is King, so we're going to take it right off the bottom. And we've got a nonfiction. A nonfiction. All right. Oh gosh, none of my nonfiction are down here. They're all upstairs. So I'm gonna go get a nonfiction, I guess. Alright, so for this one, I picked a book that I don't think I've ever shown on this channel, weirdly enough. Not like on purpose, I just don't think I ever have. And it's from my very small nonfiction collection that I am looking to expand, and I am slowly expanding, and it's gonna be Bring Back the King, The New Science of De-Extinction by Helen Pilcher. She is a comedian. This isn't a new book so much. When was this? 2016. So this is a book that examines the concept of de-extinction. So basically, what if you could bring one thing or one person back from being gone, anything from the T-Rex to Elvis Presley, who would it be and why? And basically this is what do they call it? She goes on a quest to try and figure out what would be the perfect candidate for de-extinction. Which I have had a fascination with prehistoric everything for my entire life, basically. The first job I ever wanted was to be a paleontologist, and I named all the dinosaurs and their bones. That was the thing when I was like 4. So that has always been super interesting to me. So I think this will be interesting. I'm hoping that because it's a comedian, it'll be a bit more of a quicker read, I guess. I felt like I was cheating if I went with the nonfiction that I'm currently listening to, because I'm over halfway through that one, so I felt like that shouldn't count. But yes, so we're gonna go with Bring Back the King. We'll see how this goes. This is the weirdest assortment of books I think I have ever had for a TBR. Like, there's no sense to these. They're all over, which describes me to a T right now, which fair, but that's gonna make making videos very difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Last draw though. Look at us go, last one. Another face card, darn. The Jack of Diamonds. Oh, we got Shanks. Hi, Shanks. Say hi, Shanks. So Jack's gonna be 3 from the bottom. Diamonds, because we got King, Queen, Jack. And then just to round it all off, we'll get a manga in here. This has got to be the strangest collection of books for a TBR ever. I have the first one, but I don't have the second one, because I don't own this series. Not yet, at least. I'm going to continue. I just read My Dear Detective. This is volume 1 by Natsumi Ito. I'm going to read volume 2. My library has it. I know they have it. I saw it today, so I'm going to pick it up tomorrow. But I read this one actually earlier this week, and I really, really enjoyed the story. I'll read this one. I'll probably honestly read another volume of Spy X Family, if not another 2 volumes, because I'm like 6 volumes behind, I think, right now. But why not dive into a new one? I think there's 5 volumes of this total that are in English, so yes. This follows Hoshino Mitsuko, who is a detective in the 1920s. She is determined to be a detective, even though it's really frowned upon for females to work outside of the house. And she ends up teaming up with this waiter, barista, I think he's a waiter, what's his name? Yoshida Saku, and he becomes her apprentice to help her solve these mysteries. And honestly, there were like 3 or 4 mysteries in this first one, and it did actually kind of end on a cliffhanger, so I really want to know what happens next. But I really enjoyed this first volume, and I am probably going to end up purchasing them. They're so much fun. I just enjoyed it immensely. What even is this? Okay. So it's these plus 2 more. So we're going to start with Friend Pick, which is John. And he picked Odd Thomas by Dean Koontz. Dean Koontz. Words are hard. And then an illustrated cover, we have Hannah Tate, Beyond Repair. For mythology, I have Foul Days. For horror, no, what's next? For audiobook, I'm going to be reading 3 Hours in Paris by Cara Black. For horror, we're going to be reading Runtime by Catherine Ryan Howard. For John Pick, he picked A Dance of Blades by David Dalglish. For nonfiction, Bring Back the King by Helen Pilcher. And for manga, we're going to read Volume 2 of My Dear Detective. I don't know that I've ever had a TBR that's just all over the place like this. Maybe I have, but like, this is super all over the place, and none of these are actually books that I had planned on reading this month. Oh, I had planned on reading Hannah Tate. But that's it. None of the rest of these books did I plan on reading this month. I probably would have read 3 Hours in Paris just because I have the audiobook. But yeah, like, that's why I play the game. Is because otherwise I'll never read some of these. So, there we go. That's what I got for you guys here today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. It really does help me out in the long run. I know we got some new people here, so this is my TBR game. If you want to go back, I have a whole bunch of them that I've been doing. I've been trying to do them every month. I fell off at the end of last year because of school. It happens. But that's what I got for you guys here today. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, keep reading